Hello, everyone. Like many, I love spending my summers near bodies of fresh water to fish, camp, or hike. For those of you like me, how many times have you seen fishing advisories warning us of chemical contamination in fish? A lot of us tend to brush these posters off as common nowadays, but the problem runs a lot deeper than we think. In fact, chemical contamination doesn't simply build up in fish and disappear after they die. Research in the Great Lakes has shown that some chemicals can transfer from a mother to her eggs, which means that this contamination is essentially generational. It also means that those embryos are exposed to these chemicals before they even start to develop. But what does this mean? Does it impact their health down the line? Is the long-term survival of these fish species at risk and we simply don't know it yet? We need to answer these questions as soon as possible, and that's where my research comes in. Specifically, I study rainbow trout eggs and how their development is affected by a class of chemicals called per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAS for short. Even if you haven't heard of them before, you've most definitely used them. Think of nonstick pans, waterproof clothes, waterproof makeup, or grease-proof food packaging, the list goes on. PFAS have been used so extensively since the 1940s that they've essentially contaminated every corner of our planet, including each and every one of us, and including fish eggs, and have earned themselves the name forever chemicals. And as luck would have it, these forever chemicals are toxic. They cause a decrease in immune function and infertility and an increase in risk factors for certain chronic diseases like cancer or diabetes. So what does their presence mean for the development of fish embryo? Well, PFAS love to infiltrate cells and ping-pong around to cause what we call cellular stress. And this type of stress leaves markers behind that we can capture, measure, and interpret. And in my results so far, I've seen that with an increasing concentration of PFAS, the cellular stress of those fish eggs also increases, but it seems to almost decrease after a certain point. Could it be that after too much stress, the defense mechanism of these eggs simply gives up? Well, that's what I don't know just yet. For now, I want to determine where PFAS accumulate in fish eggs, and if they do so in an area important to development, like the egg yolk, then this could mean more dire consequences for those embryos. The picture I'm drawing with my results is still incomplete, and there's many more questions to answer. But if I can prove the threat of the maternal transfer of PFAS in fish, we can push for further policy change to protect our waters and their native species and finally start to eliminate those familiar fishing advisories. Thank you.